Welcome, radiant souls of Leo, both longtime followers and newly awakened lions, to Golden Fortune Leo, your celestial headquarters where fire meets wisdom, and stardust meets sass. If you're watching this, you're not just curious about astrology, you're likely one of the chosen ones, those born under the sign of the lion who are ready to rise, roar, and maybe, occasionally, re-evaluate their entire existence during a cosmic fog. Let's get to it. As of June 23, 2025, we are stepping into what I call the Great Dissolve. The Sun, your planetary ruler, mind you, finds itself in a square with Neptune, the dreamy, fog machine operator of the Zodiac. Translation? Reality is about to get wobbly. It's like someone took your Leo spotlight and swapped it for a lava lamp. But hear me clearly, you're not losing your edge, you're re-upgrading your operating system. Confused? Good. That's where growth begins. This isn't punishment from the stars, it's preparation. It's spiritual training for the year of triumph 2025. The fog is not here to make you question your worth, it's here to strip away what was never truly you to begin with. While others may be wandering aimlessly asking Siri for directions to clarity, you, dear Leo, were built to lead even in the dark. Yes, the world may seem surreal. Your cat might appear to be judging your life choices. Your houseplants may seem extra philosophical. And yes, it's possible your coffee mug did just blink. That's Neptune's handiwork. And it's okay. Reality's taking a coffee break. You should too. But here's the beauty of it all. Leos don't just survive cosmic confusion, we turn it into art, leadership, and spiritual gold. Your usual dazzling confidence may feel like it's on airplane mode, but underneath, there's a deepening happening. This is not madness, this is mindfulness, with a flair for drama. Only a Leo can look completely disoriented and still be the most charismatic person in the room. So sit back, breathe, and let the fog do its work. You're not here to fight it, you're here to feel it, learn from it, and emerge brighter than ever. After all, even a lion knows when to pause, reflect, and nap in the sunbeam of transformation. Welcome to the next chapter, Leo. It's not the end of clarity, it's the beginning of truth. Let's talk about illusion, emotion, and those late-night dreams that feel like a cross between a movie trailer and a message from your higher self. If you're a Leo, especially one tuning in during this Sun Square Neptune Fog Fest, welcome. And take heart, you're not unraveling. You're unveiling. My name's been tied to astrology for decades, and I can tell you this moment, this right here, it's spiritual gold if you know how to mine it. First things first, this fog isn't a glitch in the matrix, it is the matrix. And while most folks are out here clutching their crystals and questioning whether their barista is a hologram, you, Leo, are doing something different. You're leaning in. You're saying, nice try, illusion. But I know who I am. Because deep down, behind all the razzle-dazzle and natural stage presence, lies a rare heart, fierce, steady, and shockingly good at spotting nonsense wrapped in sparkly packaging. This moment is asking you to use that heart vision, not your usual Leo roar, to see clearly what others miss. The people around you may be distracted by smoke and mirrors. But you're the one lighting the candle in the room. Now, let's talk emotions because, yes, they're flooding in like your inbox after Mercury retrograde. And I get it, Leo, you're passionate, proud, and only enjoy drama if you're getting the award for best performance. But lately, you're crying at dog commercials. You're nostalgic about people you forgot existed. Your playlists are suddenly all sad violins and dreamy synths. It's not weakness, it's your inner truth cracking open like a cosmic fortune cookie. As the Buddha might put it, what you resist, persists. So don't resist it. Ride the wave. And do it like only a Leo can, with style, soul, and maybe a waterproof mascara recommendation. And then there are the dreams. Oh yes, the dreams. Vivid, trippy, occasionally romantic, occasionally terrifying. Some of you are dreaming of ancient temples, talking animals, or ex-lovers riding dolphins. Look, I don't make the rules, Neptune does. But here's the thing, your subconscious is staging a full Broadway production each night to tell you something your waking mind isn't ready to face. It's showing you the parts of yourself you've tucked away in the attic of your personality. And guess what? They're not broken. They're golden. They're you. Leo doesn't do normal. Leo does destiny. And these dreams? They're prophetic breadcrumbs leading you back to it. So yes, things may be a little foggy, a little weepy, and occasionally straight up surreal. But that's not dysfunction, it's depth. This is a sacred invitation. An emotional, symbolic, mind-bending, heart-expanding opportunity to reclaim the parts of yourself you've forgotten you ever loved. And if anyone can turn all this chaos into charisma, clarity, and courage, it's you. The fog won't last forever. But the truths you discover inside it, those are eternal. Let's be honest, if you're a Leo living through this Sun-square Neptune fog, and you've recently found yourself staring at a speck on the wall for 10 minutes, thinking it was 10 seconds, don't panic. You're not losing it. You're leveling up. What the average person calls spacing out, the spiritually initiated, yes, I'm talking to you, the chosen ones, know as entering Theta state. That's right. You've slipped into a frequency usually reserved for monks on mountaintops and cats in deep existential contemplation. It's where the boundaries between thoughts, dreams, and divine messages blur. While others might accuse you of daydreaming or losing focus, you, dear Leo, are downloading cosmic blueprints and silently preparing to roar. This is spiritual Wi-Fi, and right now, you're getting full bars. Now let's talk identity. It might feel like the Leo you once knew, the proud, charismatic, life of the party lion, is suddenly farming llamas somewhere in Peru. In a robe. With a mala bead necklace and a surprisingly humble attitude. But that's not an identity crisis, it's identity clarity. When Neptune rolls through, it dissolves the ego's tight grip. Titles, achievements, roles, they start falling away like old stage costumes after the final act. And the question arises, who are you without the crowd, without the applause, without needing to be seen all the time? The answer might be disorienting, maybe even a little terrifying, but it's also deeply liberating. Because at your core, you're still a lion. Just a lion who meditates now. A lion with a bit more stillness, more insight, and probably a favorite herbal tea. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Once all that fog settles in your third eye, something incredible happens. Your creativity explodes. I'm talking full-on crown chakra fireworks. This isn't your usual flash of inspiration, this is divine channeling. That painting you've been avoiding? Suddenly, your brush moves like it's guided by a higher power. That song idea in your voice notes turns into a full-blown soul anthem. This isn't about hustle, it's about flow. The year of triumph 2025 isn't handing out gold stars for productivity. It's rewarding authenticity, expression, and trust in the muse. Whether you're crafting poetry, designing your next fashion line, starting a YouTube channel, or writing cryptic yet oddly profound captions on Instagram, whatever it is, it's pouring out now. You're not imitating anymore. You're creating from the source. And if that sounds a little too mystical, just remember, you've always been more than just the main character. You're the director, the screenwriter, and sometimes, yes, the eccentric philosopher in the corner with a sketchpad and a candle burning at both ends. So don't fear the fog, Leo. Embrace the blank space, the quiet moments, the llama farmer phase. The roar will return, but when it does, it'll be rooted in something far deeper than pride. It'll be grounded in truth. And the world will hear it differently this time. Alright, Leo, take a deep breath, and maybe pour yourself a comforting cup of tea, or let's be honest, a dramatically oversized latte that matches your main character energy. Because we are entering the part of this cosmic journey that hits close to the heart, and I mean very close. Let's talk love. Or more specifically, the illusions of love that are about to go poof like glitter in the wind, or that situationship you swore was fated by the stars but turned out to be more of a lesson than a legacy. I say this with warmth and a decade of astrological study behind me. Sometimes what feels like a soulmate is really just your soul's mirror. And mirrors don't lie, but they also don't hold your hand when the fog rolls in. During this Sun square Neptune transit, especially with your heart wide open, because that's what Leos do best, the veil lifts and you start seeing things for what they really are. Not what you wanted them to be. Yes, it might sting. You might discover that your idea of someone was more fantasy than fact. But here's the gift: in the ashes of that illusion, you start to see with royal clarity who is worthy of standing beside the throne. Who deserves to walk with you not just during the highlight reel but in the quiet, confusing backstage moments. Because if someone can't love you when you're wandering through emotional fog wearing spiritual sweatpants and questioning your entire life, they sure as stardust don't deserve to bask in your fire once you emerge in full lion regalia. This, dear Leo, is heartbreak with higher purpose. Now, with the illusions dissolving like sugar in hot tea, what do you actually do with all this foggy chaos? First of all, don't panic. Seriously. Neptune loves to swirl the senses, but your lion heart was built for storms and sunshine. Start by grounding yourself. Walk barefoot. Eat something warm and real. Souls can't survive on moonlight and metaphors alone. Cuddle a pet, a person, or a fuzzy blanket, no judgment. And most importantly, don't fake the "I'm fine" smile if you're unraveling on the inside. Even chosen ones need naps. Especially chosen ones. And write it down. All of it. That dream you had where you flew a dragon into a crystal temple? It might be your subconscious giving you a cheat code to your next breakthrough. Or maybe it just means you're emotionally constipated. Either way, journal it. Now, here comes the good part. After the fog, you rise. No, not in a "you glow girl" Instagram way. I'm talking real rising, soul deep, ego shed, truth first kind of rising. Leo 2.0 isn't performing anymore. You're not doing things for applause. You're living, creating, and leading from a place that's solid and sacred. People don't just notice you, they trust you. Because what you've just walked through has given you depth, compassion, power. You'll look back at this fog and realize it didn't dim your fire, it refined it. And just when you think you've had your fill of cosmic twists, the universe whispers, there's more. 2 days after the fog lifts, the new moon in Cancer arrives like a cosmic reset button. Emotional rebirth. Inner renewal. It's not the end of the story, it's the beginning of your ascension arc. The year of triumph 2025 is still in its opening act. And you, Leo, were born to rise again and again. Fog, flame, and all. So here's the final message from me, your trusted astrological guide with a touch of Buddhist clarity and a whole lot of Leo love. Live. Laugh. Feel everything. Create like it matters because it does. And don't forget to rest between roars. If you felt this message in your bones or in your third eye, go ahead and like this video, share it with a fellow lion, and subscribe to my channel, Golden Fortune Leo. You deserve a space that honors your magic, your questions, and your journey. The fog won't last, but this community, we're just getting started. Now go out there and enjoy your life. Drama, dreams, dragons, and all.